Good afternoon and welcome to Super Sunday. A huge game coming up today. The stadium is full and everything is set for what promises to be a cracking afternoon of football.
It really is, Richard. You can feel it in the air. This is one of those fixtures players look for the moment the season starts.
Let's head to Aston Villa against Wolverhampton Wanderers. The game.
Our action comes to you today from Villa Park. I'm Derek Ray, and sharing commentary duties with me is Sue Smith. And we've got Premier League action coming right up. It's Aston Villa versus Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Well, being in and around the ground before kick-off, the fans are buzzing. They can't wait for this game, so hopefully it's a fast-paced, entertaining match.
Number 4, Ezri Konsa. Number 12, Luca Dean. Number 44, Boubacar Kamara. Number 10, Jack Grealish. Number 7, John McGinn. And number 11, Ollie Watkins.
Here's how the lineup looks for Aston Villa. Luca Digne plays with Matty Cash in the fullback positions. Leon Bailey starts with Jack Grealish in the wide positions. And leading the line today is Ollie Watkins. And here's the Wolves lineup.
Yeah, it's a 5-2-3, and I do really like this system. It's got a very fluid look to it. It can be 5 at the back when you haven't got the ball, but those wing-backs can push on into midfield, and they make it more of a 3-4-3.
So the first half begins. Let's see what these two teams can serve up for us. Watkins trying to open up the defence. Ollie Watkins. Can he score? Oh, it's in! The opening goal of the derby, and listen to what it means.
Well, this is great. I really like the way he slipped past his marker here. And from that kind of distance, you back him every time. Cool, composed, and a simple finish in the end.
Back in action then. A wake-up call for Wolves, perhaps. Can they find a response? Agbadou. Just the challenge that was required. That's a good-looking ball. Super tackle, and they've won possession. Neither side showing any authority in possession right now. Intelligent threaded pass here. Oh, surely! And the goal was staring him in the face, but he couldn't take advantage of the chance.
Well, he just isn't composed when the chance comes. It could still go either way here.
sloppy in possession from Villa. Jurgen Strand Larsen. And a brisk run. Kiana Hoover. And it's a quality pass. And splendid reflex action there.
Well, it takes something special to save like that from close range. His reactions were remarkable.
Well read to win possession back. Good work from Wolves to win it back. And it's going to be a Villa throw. And he's through here. And in range. And a goal! He's doubled his total for the day. It's superb scoring form.
Well, it's an impressive ball to put him through. Really sharp vision to create the chance. And then he's through on goal. No hesitation at all. Just puts his foot through it. Rifles it past the keeper. It's a cracking finish.
Oh, nice ball over the top. Played into the centre. Well, good clean catch by the keeper. Bailey. Ollie Watkins. And the electronic board showing 1 additional minute. And there goes the half-time whistle. That will do it for the first half here at Villa Park. Very fluent performance so far from Ollie Watkins.
Yeah, he's been relentless today, shooting from all angles, really putting the keeper under pressure. And those goals were so well taken.
Away they go again. Second half is underway here. And tidy defensive play. And threading it through. Did look like a free kick. Oh, good vision. And oh, it's in! We cannot declare this contest over. They still believe.
Well, I couldn't tell if it was over the line or not at first glance, but now watching the replay, you can see it's the right decision.
And Wolves just 1 behind now, and you sense the momentum may be with them. Boubacar Kamara. Here's Grealish. And players waiting in the centre. Oh, moving it nicely. And now with McGinn. Oh, a brilliantly timed tackle when it really mattered.
Yeah, he was really committed there, wasn't he?
Good visualisation and execution. Super pass. He's through. Oh, a goal! Level now. The lead has evaporated.
If we take a look at this again, he's done well, hasn't he? Got to the byline and had the vision to pick out a teammate. And he watches it all the way, then just tucks it in with confidence.
So back underway, dead level, 2-2. John McGinn. It's a neat move. Must take the lead here. Well, how has he kept that out?
Well, that was all about split-second reactions, and it showed us just how sharp he is. That's a great stop.
And over comes the corner.
Outside reception, please move it immediately. Thank you.
And don't forget, we have more Premier
It
League
looks like there
action.
could be an opening here.
Can he put it away? Oh, fully stretched! And they're making a change. And he's fired over the corner. Well, capable of better. Don't forget, we have more live action from the Premier League coming up here on EA TV. It's Wolves facing Nottingham Forest. Well, couldn't bend his run, and the flag went up. Ten minutes left for play. Morgan Rogers. He's in with a chance. Only 5 minutes left for play, and tension galore with the teams locked together. Will it be a goal? Late on, and one that silences the majority.
Well, we can see it again now, and they're so dangerous in these transitions. The speed of the counter-attack is really impressive. And then it's really good centre-forward play, isn't it? Holds off the defender who's putting a lot of pressure on him, and then he just keeps his cool to finish well.
So underway again, and time is tight if they have designs on a comeback. Konsa. Morgan Rogers. Well, the action is going to continue for a while yet. We will have 4 minutes of stoppage time. And passing it well. And easily intercepted. Could be dangerous. Well, there goes the final whistle, and a good day at the office for Wolves. 3 points for them. What did you make of it all?
Yeah, well, it really could have gone either way. It was so competitive for much of the game, but they kept pushing, kept believing, and probably deserved the winner in the end.
Well, you know, when our colleagues in the newspapers come out with their grades for this match, he's going to get very high marks.
Well, he kept going till the very end and got his reward. Lovely finish for the winner, and I'm sure there'll be plenty of smiles in the dressing room after that.
Full time at Villa Park. Aston Villa 2, Wolves 2. An entertaining game, plenty of incident, and in the end the points are shared.
I think when you look at that game, you'd say it was a fair result. Both sides had good spells, both had chances, and neither really dominated for long enough.
Let's head to Chelsea against Arsenal.
With you from West London, from Stamford Bridge. I'm Derek Ray, and sharing commentary duties with me today is Sue Smith. And it's all about action from the Premier League in this case. It's Chelsea up against Arsenal.
It's a pleasure to be here. Anticipating a good game today and an atmosphere to match. Certainly been buzzing in here ahead of kick-off. Hopefully we're not disappointed.
Here's the lineup for Chelsea.
Yeah, a 4-5-1 or a 4-2-3-1. A lot of coaches are adopting this nowadays as it does give you those two holding players while you've still got plenty of threat from the wide wingers.
And this is the Arsenal starting 11. William Saliba starts alongside Gabriel in central defence. Martin Odegaard plays alongside Declan Rice in central midfield. And they line up with just the one striker looking to do a bit of damage. And there we have it, the first half is underway. Subimendi. Really well played pass. Wasteful from Arsenal. Trossard. Fine cross into the middle. Goalkeeper's ball. Not the best of crosses, really, was it? Chelsea did more than enough in their win against Sheffield United. How do you see them getting on here?
Yeah, 3-0 in the end, and it could have been more, actually. I think they'll take that momentum into today, too. It's going to be tough, they'll know that, but I'm sure the quality will shine through.
You know, Chelsea have an awful lot of space. Trying to open them up. Well, an attack that lacked that final punch. Gabriel. And Raya with it. Subimendi.
Happy birthday to the coolest football player, Bodie Jeffries. Happy birthday from all your friends and family.
He's showing a real will to win the ball. Can they forge ahead? Oh, fine stop, and more importantly, away from danger. And has it now.
Well, he's no doubt relieved to get hold of it in the end, but the initial save was absolutely outstanding.
Arsenal have given it away. Really good challenge. Martin Odegaard. Rice with it. And he has options available. Can he put it away? Oh, marvellous save. Great goalkeeping. Pedro. That's a good pass. Oh, but brilliantly read to cut it out. It looked so promising. And the first 45 minutes have come and gone here at Stamford Bridge. beginning of the second half here in West London. Palmer. Well, the attack petered out.
Yeah, did well to stop the danger.
Ready to break, perhaps? Well, they couldn't quite use that break in the manner that they'd hoped. Realising that it might be opening up on the opposite flank. And roaming free here. Oh, danger here. Can he put them in front? Shooting from that tight angle, wishing he hadn't bothered.
Why is he trying to shoot from there? The angle's so tight. It's comfortably wide at the end.
Well, this is certainly the home of live football, EA TV, and looking forward to bringing you more action from the Premier League. It's Chelsea taking on Leeds United. Well, Arsenal have lost the ball here. 30 minutes left for play. Really committed himself to the tackle, and a throw-in now. Well, the manager deciding that a substitution is in order, not at his best. Chalobah. Cucurella. Targets available, cross comes in. And that's easy peasy for the keeper.
Well, this hasn't been a classic. Both sides haven't created much. The play's all been very safe. It's been sidewards and backwards. I want to see a bit more bravery, especially when they go forwards.
Decent position. Well, a classic example of how to intercept. Good conditions for the counter. And on they go. He's in with a chance. Must be. And there it is. The deadlock has been broken. We wondered if a goal would arrive. Well, now it has. And will there be a response now?
Well, here's the replay, and it's quite a straightforward finish in the end. But he does well to find space and then hit the target. I'm sure he'll be pleased with that.
So back underway here. Can they hold on to their lead? Well, this is the home of live football, EA TV, and we have more action coming up from the Premier League for you. It's Arsenal facing Brentford.
Hold on, Derek, they're in.
Surely! Arsenal have it back. Well, there's still scope for late drama here. 5 minutes left and just one goal between the sides. Can he finish them off? Oh, still danger here.
Well, just listen to this crowd. They want a bit more. They know there's still time to find the equaliser. Surely they'll get another big chance.
Well, adding up all the stoppages, we will have 2 extra minutes. Fernandes. And the referee decides enough is enough. It's the end of the game. Arsenal victorious. That's the main headline from this one.
Yeah, it was a real competitive match. Both teams creating opportunities. But I think on the balance of play, they deserved the result.
Well, I think it's fair to say he'll be happy with his own contribution in this game.
Yeah, it was a good performance from him, wasn't it? On and off the ball, always seemed to be in the right place at the right time. He definitely played his part in the results.
Full time at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea 0, Arsenal 1. A huge result for Arsenal in a tight London derby.
It is, Richard. It wasn't a classic, but Arsenal did what they had to do. They were organised, disciplined and defensively very solid. It is, Richard. It wasn't a classic, but Arsenal did what they had to do. They were organised, disciplined and defensively very solid.
A great start for Nottingham Forest in almost nearly half time as Elliot Anderson won the ball off of Brighton. Great pass there for Ndoi. Ndoi to Gibbs White. Gibbs White pass the ball to Chris Wood. Chris Wood shoots, save, rebounded back to Chris Wood's feet, and he hits that ball in the open net to put Forest in the lead here over the Seagulls of Brighton here in the matchup for Matchday 14. As what a great start of the game here, as Forest scored and Forest finished, and now they do lead this game here over Brighton for the matchup. However, for Brighton, they got themselves that goal back in the matchup, by the way, as a nice hold up here from Balba, then to Matt O'Reilly there, and then Mintier, good chance here, him to cross it into O'Reilly, and he heads that ball in the last minute of the 90th minute of the game to send, of course, Brighton to get themselves that big crucial point against Nottingham Forest, because Nottingham Forest were also almost had a chance to win this game here over Brighton, but that goal right there saves them a point here, and also a chance, of course, to have 1 point clear away from the relegation drop, because that goal right there from Matt O'Reilly was a good header right there for him, and that goal right there counts as Brighton make it 1-1. And that means that Matt O'Reilly's goal really summed it all up at the end of the matchup to make sure that Brighton share a point here away from home against Nottingham Forest in this Premier League game, as it ends here at the City Ground as Nottingham Forest 1, Brighton 1. And great tactics right there from Oliver Glasner to tell the Palace striking force to attack against Man United here. And De Ligt lost control of the ball. Mateta won it off of De Ligt, and he puts that ball into the back of the net to put Palace in the lead. And now it's 1-0 within the first 12 minutes of the game. Unfortunately, we couldn't show you any highlights of the other two goals from Man United and Palace during the matchup, because the game ended 2-1 for Palace. And definitely Mateta also definitely really be praised about his goal in the matchup to make sure they go win the matchup here, as it ends Palace 2, United 1. Brentford, the Bees, have got themselves their noses in front as Wissa, great ball pull right there to Kevin Shade, as Kevin Shade scored to put that ball into the bottom corner. And now Brentford, the Bees, put themselves nice and comfortable first, up to 1-0 in the game. And a massive counter-attack here from Fraser Campbell to Brooks, and then Vanderberg pass there to Shade, and Shade right there all the way to Wissa. Wissa holds the ball here for Brentford, and Brentford right there, nice pass to Fabiel Carvajal, and Carvajal hits it right into that top corner, as now Brentford obviously lead the game here by 2-0, extended now from 1-0 to now 2-0 in the matchup, as now Sheffield United are obviously 2 goals behind now to Brentford. And since Sheffield United are 2-1 down to Brentford, what a goal there for Fraser Campbell to score against Aaron Ramsdale, that massive goal to put the Blades from 2-0 down to make it 2-2 at the G-Tech Stadium, as Sheffield United have scored 2 goals back in the matchup to make sure that they go and hopefully get a point out of this game, as it ended here a big major point for Sheffield United to be 2-0 down. We all thought that Brentford could get 3 points out of Sheffield United, but that point is big for Sheffield United in terms of their positioning in the table of the Premier League, as they're rock bottom at the Premiership table for Sheffield United. But that goal right there at the end from Fraser Campbell gives them a point at the end of the game, as it ends 2-2 at full time. A rapid counter-attack here in the matchup for Everton in the game, as Joelinton and Anthony Gordon and also Murphy, and he shoots but saved there dramatically and gives themselves a chance here from a corner. Crossing from Anthony Gordon all the way, header right there, all the way to the keeper's hands of Jordan Pickford. And then Dominic Calvert-Lewin, nice perfect run right here for him. And then Carlos Alcaraz, pass there to Iliman Ndiaye, 1v1 to the goalie, puts it nice and placed into that top corner as Everton lead the game by 1-0 over Newcastle United. And that is a brilliant finish right there for him. And now the score is 1-0 to the Toffees. Nice hold up here from Alexander Isak, and then O'Brien won the ball back here for Everton. And then Dwight McNeil trying to hit on the counter attack, but Hall holds it to Gordon, then to Joelinton, and Joelinton, great perfect run right there for him, all the way to Alexander Isak. Isak shoots, and he puts that ball right into that bottom corner, and now the score is 1-1 between Everton and Newcastle United, as Newcastle have got themselves a goal back in the matchup, and now the score is 1-1. As since Everton were leading the game, Newcastle bounced back. And a big corner here, right here for Dwight McNeil, pass there to Calvert-Lewin, all the way to O'Brien, and then Anthony Gordon, nice perfect run right there for him, as he took it all upon himself, running through the tracks here, as Anthony Gordon finds a great pass there to Isak. Isak, pass there to Bruno Guimaraes. Guimaraes there to Jacob Murphy. Murphy cross it in to Isak, and he hits that ball into the back of the net, and now Newcastle make it 2-1 in the game, from being 1-0 down now to 2-1 in the matchup here, as Newcastle lead the game 2-1. Now perfect run here from Everton, a late goal at the end for them to be 2-1 down, to be leading by 1-0, and then great passes from Everton, a little bit of switching as well, and then Calvert-Lewin, then to Doucouré to Dwight McNeil, and all the way there again, shot from Calvert-Lewin, and he puts it into that bottom corner, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin runs all the way into David Moyes and the whole substitutes bench, because that goal is really vital to keep Everton alive in this game and hopefully get a point out of this matchup, as Calvert-Lewin has saved them losing, and to get a point over Newcastle in the 90th minute of the game, as what a finish right there from Calvert-Lewin. And that means this game comes down to a draw between these two sides, as it ends here as Everton 2, Newcastle United 2 at full time. And a nice perfect goal to start here for Tottenham Hotspur, as they've got themselves their first goal from Harry Kane, as he whacked that ball right past Bernd Leno, as Spurs lead so far in the game by 1-0 within the first 20 minutes. And then straight after that, Tottenham Hotspur got themselves another goal within half an hour of the game, as Kulusevski, nice run, hits it into that bottom corner, and now Tottenham extend themselves their lead from being 1-0 up now to 2-0 up, as Fulham, the team, are struggling in the relegation zone, have now conceded 2 goals to Tottenham in the matchup now, as Spurs obviously lead here by 2-0. And then Harry Kane again hits that ball right into that bottom corner again to make sure that Tottenham extend themselves to 3 goals in the matchup, as what a finish right there from Harry Kane, as he put that ball back into the net, as Spurs make it 3 against Fulham in the match. Nice hold-up run here from Kulusevski for Tottenham, as he was 1v1 to Bernd Leno. He ran through 1v1, hits it past Bernd Leno, and now Spurs have scored all 4 in the matchup here over Fulham, as a nice finish right there from Dejan Kulusevski. And again, Spurs have extended themselves another goal in the matchup, and that is brilliant. A nice hold up here from, again, to Burge, all the way to Adama Traore. Adama Traore right there, cross it into the box, and all the way, and then he won the ball back again to Adama Traore. A bit of a wrestling match here between him and the goalkeeper, and he found a way to put the ball into the goal, and obviously it's a consolation goal though, but Traore does celebrate a little bit dramatically. But despite him celebrating, they are definitely lost the game though, heavily to Spurs. Even though the goalkeeper made a big mistake right there, Acario, from a goal from Traore, Spurs have done so well to get themselves another 3 points in the Premiership, and especially Harry Kane on the score sheet. Things are looking so bright for Tottenham as it ends Spurs 4, Fulham 1. And a great start here for Leicester City as Fatoua on the attack here for Leicester, cut in there to Mavididi, and he hit that ball right into that bottom corner, and now it is the goal to make it 1-0 to Leicester City over Bournemouth in the matchup here for the matchup for tonight. As what a goal there for Mavididi for Leicester City, as now it's 1-0 to the Foxes. And then another counter-attack here, but Bournemouth, however, really pushing through as Evanilson on the attack goes all the way and shoots, and he puts that ball right into the bottom corner to now make it 1-1 in the matchup here, as the Cherries of Bournemouth have got a goal back in the matchup over Leicester City. And then after that, by the way, a goal again for Bournemouth to make it 2-1 as Justin Kluivert, nice pass there to Semenyo. Semenyo, perfect run here for Bournemouth. On the attack, all the way, has a shot, hit it right into that top corner as now AFC Bournemouth have scored now 2 goals in the matchup, and they definitely put their noses in front as what a hit right there from Semenyo, and now it's 2-1. And then Justin Kluivert with the ball here. Pass there to Evanilson. And then Bournemouth again got themselves another chance here, another sniff. Great pass there back to Calvert. And then obviously a great goal there from Calvert to score the 3rd goal to put Bournemouth now 3-1 up as Justin Kluivert scores. And that really helps Bournemouth definitely, of course, to progress in this matchup. And yeah, they've been absolutely magnificent during this evening. They've been absolutely good, and their fight as well was brilliant for them to really show a lot of character in this game, and also for Andari Ariola's side to really now push Bournemouth in that top half of the Premier League table as well is brilliant, as little Bournemouth do go to Leicester and win the game, as they really fought and they teamed up together. They played as a team, they worked as a team, and they've been very resilient in that second half as a team, and they got their reward because of it. And Justin Kluivert was also definitely the man who will be very happy to score those goals to help Bournemouth go and win the game, as it ends Leicester City 1, AFC Bournemouth 3. And a great start here for Liverpool as Gakpo, good pass there to Darwin Núñez, and Núñez really ran through here on the attack, and then Sabitzer, and then he hits the ball into that goal, and that's a brilliant strike and a wicked hit right there from the Hungarian, as Dominic, obviously Sabitzer, scored a brilliant goal to slot that ball home, and now it is 1-0 to Liverpool against West Ham in the game. Another hold up here to McAllister there to Dominic Sabitzer, and then James Ward-Prowse all the way there to Thomas Soucek for West Ham United. Pass there to Wan-Bissaka, and then obviously to James Ward-Prowse, then Lucas Paqueta the ball, lost it there to Sabitzer, then Núñez with the hold up here there to pass the ball to Salah. Salah was 1v1 to the goalkeeper, has a hit, hits it into the back of the net, and that's a terrific goal right there for Liverpool, and now it is 2-0 to Liverpool in the matchup as Mo Salah scores 2 in the game. A nice hold up here from Mo Salah all the way to Dominic Sabitzer, all the way to Cody Gakpo, and then Gakpo hits it, the ball right into that bottom corner, as now it is 3-0 to Liverpool. In the second half, they played so goodly right there to be 2-0 up in the first half, but second half, a third goal was scored, and Liverpool have been really dominating West Ham United. They are really defensive, they really are, against the league leaders of Liverpool here to come to London Stadium and score 3 past Areola. And then another goal for Liverpool again. Graham Potter's West Ham are really poor here, because now Sabitzer, nice run here for him, all the way, hits it into that top corner, and now Liverpool have scored 4 goals in the matchup, as now West Ham United are definitely are now behind now by 4, as what a finish right there from Dominic Sabitzer, as now the score now in the matchup here is 4-0 to Liverpool. And then Darwin Núñez all the way there, past there to Cody Gakpo. Gakpo hits it, hits the post, back to Salah, hits it, the post again, and then he put it into past the line to make sure that Liverpool get the 5th in the matchup, as now Salah scored 2 goals already, and now it is 2-0 to Liverpool. And there you have that. Brilliant finish, brilliant goal. And then obviously Wan-Bissaka, nice little hold up here from him. Then obviously McAllister, then to Gerald Bowen. And then Gerald Bowen there to Maqueta, then Sabitzer to Salah. Salah there to Darwin Núñez. All the way there to Mo Salah. Salah is through all the way. And he hits that ball into the back of the net now to score 6 goals in the matchup. Liverpool have been absolutely tormenting West Ham. That's a hat-trick for Salah, by the way. And it was a well-deserved finish right there from Mo Salah. Liverpool scored all 6 in this matchup to keep themselves at the top of the league as well, the Premiership, because Areola could not stop him as well. That's how poor West Ham really are as a team. All season they've been very poor. So far within 13 games played, they've been very poor. And then, however, things weren't over just yet for Liverpool though. Another goal to make 7 in the matchup as Sabitzer to McAllister. Then McAllister there, cut in there to Gakpo, and then Gakpo scores 7, and heaven for Cody Gakpo, and it is a brilliant finish right there for him again. West Ham United have given up, they have, and all the fans walking out of the stadium booing and abusing the Hammers players, because that is poor football. And they're in a real dark place in that relegation battle down at the end of the table. But as of for Liverpool, they'd be very happy to score 3 goals over West Ham United. Obviously from Salah, however, but the other players all scored to make 7 involved this matchup. But hat-trick for Salah, scored 3 for Liverpool as it ends West Ham 0, Liverpool 7. And then, nice counter-attack here from Erling Haaland here for Manchester City, all the way here. Counter-pressing Leeds United, cut in, all the way to Cherki, and Cherki has that ball slotted into that goal. And now the score is 1-0 to Manchester City. And that's a perfect finish, by the way, into the goal. Magical goal as well. And that was a well-deserved one. Nice little cut in all the way, and the keeper couldn't stop it, and it's now 1-0 to City in the game. And then Messi, however, good counter press here, pass the ball there to Erling Haaland. Haaland on the attack, Haaland looking for options, and then obviously Messi, then obviously Phil Foden. And then Reginders had a chance to score as a goal right there for Reginders for Man City. As now the Dutchman scores the second goal for Man City as they're leading by now 2 in the game. And then City scored another goal to make it 3-0 as Phil Foden, nice hit into that top corner. As now another goal is scored as Phil Foden have now made it 3 in the matchup here over Leeds United. What a finish, and what a goal right there for Foden. Brilliant finish, brilliant effort, as now City are now scored 3. And then another counter here from Regindas here for City, and he hit that ball again into that bottom corner, as now City has scored 4 goals in the matchup, as again another goal from Regindas scores another one here for Man City, and it's now 4 involved here over Leeds. And Daniel Farke will be very, very disappointed to see that his team Leeds not being very good, obviously, this matchup. You expect Man City to definitely thrash Leeds because they're a top quality side, but here's Messi to Regindas, there to Erling Haaland, then to Phil Foden, and there's another goal scored there to make it all involved into 5 in this matchup. 5 goals have been scored here over Leeds, and that's 2 goals already for Phil Foden in the match. Another counter-attack here from Man City as Erling Haaland passed there to Lionel Messi. Messi on the attack here, beating past a few defenders, and then Messi hits it right into the bottom corner, and now it is 6 goals to 0, as that is definitely good to see Messi on the score sheet. He has to be on the score sheet in this fashion, and he finally has claimed himself a goal in the game, as now City has scored all 6. And that is Pep Guardiola shaking hands with Daniel Farke with a disappointing, obviously, defeat for Leeds United. But as of Manchester City, however, they've done so well on thrashing here over Leeds in the game. As a full-time score in the matchup in this game, it ends here as Manchester City 6, Leeds United 0.
So, that brings an end to Matchday 13 in the Premier League. And there's been no shortage of drama and goals across the weekend. Manchester City were ruthless against Leeds, Liverpool produced a stunning performance at West Ham, and Bournemouth picked up an impressive away win at Leicester. Brentford and Sheffield United shared the points. Nottingham Forest were held by Brighton, while Crystal Palace claimed a big win over Manchester United. Tottenham were convincing against Fulham. Everton and Newcastle played out an entertaining draw. Arsenal edged past Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, and Wolves came from behind to beat Aston Villa. At the top, Liverpool continue to lead the way, with Arsenal close behind and Manchester City firmly in contention. Tottenham and Chelsea remain level on points, keeping the pressure right on in the race for the top 4. Further down, it's incredibly tight. Leeds, Brentford, Everton and Leicester are all looking over their shoulders. And at the bottom end, West Ham, Fulham and Sheffield United are running out of room for error. That's it for Matchday 13. Plenty to reflect on, and plenty more still to come. Thanks for watching.